We decided to introduce Apps for Good into Shireland because we were looking for something that would link design and technology and ICT. We've introduced Apps for Good into our Year 9 curriculum. We've done it in a slightly different way to the way I understand some other schools have introduced Apps for Good. We decided to actually introduce it into the formal curriculum, so it isn't a homework club, it's not study support, it's not done in holidays, it's actually done on a weekly basis. 3 of my senior staff teach Apps for Good on a weekly basis. They're supported by Kirsty and our e-learning team. So every week, 90 of Year 9 actually work on their Apps for Good work.
Fills all sorts of niches, so you get a lot of enterprise, you get a lot of citizenship, you get a lot of business, you bring in a lot of community work as well as a very, very strong design process.
Apps for Good was something that we knew would catch the imagination of our students, something that would give them a purpose in terms of the design technology curriculum. And so went back, spoke to the senior leadership team and said, this is something we just have to do, we have to put this into Shireland.
So that's what you've got in terms of your problem video, and you'll have that advert following your actual statement that you've put out about your problem.
For the students, I think that the benefits are having an end product. They can actually see themselves the journey of where they started, where they're up to now, and finally the end product of actually producing an app for an Android device. I think that's something that they can focus on, and if I was a student, it would make me more driven to kind of succeed and make sure I've got everything right for the final production of that app.
We started this course at the start of September, and it's just a very enjoyable lesson really.
It's like a time when you can just create stuff. It's like art, but you're doing more stuff with business as well.
It's like a chance for you to actually make something instead of being told what to make, so it's your ideas.
Our app is called Traffic Watch, and
I'm Sam.
And I'm June.
From Suxhill.
Our app idea is to provide students, busy people, with an app that they can use to find when the bus is coming, taxi numbers by another area, and traffic, and how long it will take you to walk to where you're trying to go.
We did have some training. We had CDI came in and delivered some training to us, to all of the staff who were teaching it, which was very useful. From then on in, CDI provided us with the resources that we used, and we then adapted those to our environment to suit our school, to suit the students at Shireland, and to suit the ideas for apps that they came up with.
Apps for Good have been really good to us really. They've provided us some Dell Streaks, which has been really helpful in terms of giving the students something to play with. We're in a very deprived area, and usually they may not have had a smartphone to work with. I think if you took any hour a week of your curriculum and you asked how many things you could get out of it, Apps for Good ticks more boxes than most subjects do. You could look at the Apps for Good course and say, I've ticked off my citizenship, I've ticked off my enterprise, I've ticked off my design elements, I've ticked off my ICT elements, and I've given my students a broader outlook in their problem solving in life. And I think if you can take all of those things into an hour a week, you've really made a big difference.